We are starting in Maniket. I was making all of that shit, and then lost internet and lost all of that fucking work. So, yeah. I got so fucking pissed off. I had bought an inversion table and I hadn't put it together. I got so fucking pissed off. I just made that and then ended up going to church, so I didn't sleep. Okay, we are going to be using the standard Pathfinder world. Like, I'm not gonna try and make a completely new world because I don't got that kind of time, unfortunately. We are going to be starting in the Kingdom of Rahadum in northwestern Garund, which is basically right next to Fantasy Egypt. But yeah, we are also starting off in Maniket. Where is it? Yeah, Maniket.
Is it working out?
No.
Okay, that's the city we're starting in. As you can see, it's a fucking slum now.
Desert
It,
slum, baby.
Yeah, it used to be like an oasis and everything, but it's fucking the desert's encroached and shit's gone bad. We are also starting in 4710 AR, right around there. Just if you want to do some like lore lookups. And we'll be starting in the fucking Pathfinder Society's hall. With this location, you guys can literally go fucking anywhere in the Pathfinder world because this is close to the coast.
So wait, are we in the map? Our players?
No, your characters are not in the map because all that shit got deleted. Year 4710 AR.
10 AR.
Location Maniket in the Kingdom of Rahadum in northwestern Garund. So, do you guys want to like introduce your characters? I know I don't have them up there, but
Sure. Everyone knows that I'm a cleric already, so what's everybody else's?
I'm a psychic puppet. I'm a stuffed doll that was wished alive by a small child. My name is Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
I made a little, what do you call?
Danger, no diving.
I made a picture of him. So I gave him an item called a candle cap, which is like a reverse leather hat that has a candle on it.
I did figure out how to delete the text and everything like that, though, and the things you draw. You go on the select tool, you create a box over it, and hit delete.
Yep. And I can wipe it all.
This is my character.
Why are you a frog?
He is a
Why
pirate
aren't
frog.
you a frog?
Because we're in the desert.
You go and die.
His name is Cripple.
Repeat that?
Cripple?
Could you type that?
Yeah, Krypil. Cripple.
K-R-Y.
I love it.
P-I-L.
Okay.
He's a sticky toe gripply, aka frog person. So he can like climb trees and shit, you know? And he's also resistant to attempts to disarm and shove him, things of the sort. He's nocturnal, largely. He is a swashbuckler, basically pirate man with a rapier and stabby stabs. His background is as a deckhand on a ship.
Okay, so we've got Sammy the animated doll and Cripple the frog person.
Yes, the frog pirate man. I used to be part of a pirate crew, and then the ship got sinked.
Sinked? You
Yep.
mean sunk?
Ship done got sinked.
Stunk. Okay.
I know the real word.
All right.
Ship done got synced.
It drowned.
Sunken.
It doesn't go over sand very well.
Sunken.
Officer, I am the captain of of this land boat. So, and I'm just traveling, so you can't give me a speeding ticket. Fucking sovereign citizens, dude. That shit's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't ask to be born, so I'm suing my parents, by the way.
You don't have parents. All right, hang on. I'm going to rejoin on my phone because I need to.
They never identified as your parents, so you can't sue them for that.
I can't put that on them.
So fun fact about frog people, they speak their own unique language.
Okay.
I understand common, but not
can't
very
speak
well.
And you can't speak it.
I can speak it, just not very well.
So,
I expect the role play for that.
Oh,
so
should
one
we?
thing you guys are going to run into being these unique things is this area of the world is incredibly non-welcoming to different.
My name is Kajay Nikolai. This is definitely not a movie, and I'm definitely not on the run from people.
I will post the picture that she has.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh,
I
no.
love that.
Hilarious. If I sound weird, it's because I'm on a different pair of headphones. I'm away from my computer right now, but I didn't want to
Yep.
leave the contact. That's hilarious.
How do you
Yeah,
how do you
talking for an
spell
NYPD radio, bro?
what is your name? I just want to write it down.
Kajay Nikolai.
Yeah, you should spell that.
Alright. Yeah, we should all write down names here as we go along.
Oh, I
There
see
you go.
now. Understood.
Okay, I have mine. Mine's a dwarf. And it's a dwarf magus. His name is Bingus Ironphallus. And he is cursed because he used to be a blacksmith. And he made a suit of armor that he fell in love with, so he had sex with it.
Oh no.
And then because of that, he got cursed and his dick turned into iron.
Okay.
Hence his name is.
All right.
Bingus Ironphallus.
So my character is Dricknock McHoppen, lizard folk fighter. My background is in a life long past, I grew up as a junker for a shipyard, where I would spend my time, of course, junking ships, but also crafting art and occasionally helping kids with very large iron golems not take over small towns and potentially get bombed. The last name McHoppen, in case you didn't know, is the junkyard artist from Iron Giant. His last name.
Aw.
Okay.
That was my favorite movie as a kid.
So, yeah.
That's my favorite movie too as a kid. Hey,
it's a
look at
good
that.
movie.
I love that show.
I watched it every single day.
Always brings me to tears.
I think I watched it like at least a dozen times. I don't know.
Every day for 3 years.
Bro.
I did not.
That and the original Shrek.
Yeah, that's really all you need to know. He likes making stuff out of junk on occasion, even though his taste is usually kind of poor.
Hmm.
All right. So my character
wow.
is Dr.
Not again!
Bartholomew. He is an
Not
investigator.
Oh, I see the
Broman for
magnifying
short,
glass.
but he is an investigator. And yeah, he's investigating in this area of the world for reasons.
Glorious.
He's
Could you give me an ounce more detail?
Is he a human?
on-
yes, he is a human.
Okay.
Uh,
And how
he
do you spell
is-
his name?
He's an artifact seeker for one, but he's an investigator, so he's here investigating some ancient artifacts and other matters that have come to his attention.
How do you spell his name, Jake?
It's Dr. Bartholomew, but
Ugh.
Broman for short.
Broman. Okay.
Yeah, I even gave him like a little mustache that kind of looks like a weird nose, but
I was getting nose vibes.
and the eyes are
Yeah,
kind of
probably a
a
nose.
little bit off.
Well, that's why he's got the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want any sort of background on like the kingdom or Manicat or anything? I also have one question. How many very religious characters do we
Oh.
have?
What?
How many very
Yeah, you cut out.
religious characters do we have? Sorry.
Well, I understand religion, and I have a lot of regional lore, so my character would inherently know a lot about this place.
My
Okay.
puppet is religious.
Okay.
Should I list the deity, or is that like metagaming?
No. No, that's fine.
Okay, one
That's
second.
fine. It's more. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just copying and pasting the deity.
I ask for a very specific reason. If you guys want some background on the kingdom.
Yeah, I'm totally down. Yeah, wait.
You
You're
can
right.
be hated. He can't tell
Uh,
you the. It's after you decide if you're religious and choose a deity. This is kind of your chance because he's probably going to open up something where if you decide after the fact, it's metagame.
Yeah.
So if you want to choose a deity, choose one now.
I have, yes.
Okay.
Not so much a deity, just how religious and how proselytizing you are.
Okay, so my character, he's an academic and he's atheist, and he believes people who follow religion are stupid, but he researches it to understand how stupid people have done stupid things because of it.
Well, you're going to feel right at home because the kingdom of Rahadum is state atheist. They 100% ban religion, and they will fuck you up if you talk about religion.
Okay.
I trash talk it, so
You'll fit right in.
that's why I'm here investigating, because it's probably religion on why they bombed themselves into the Stone Age in the first place.
Okay. Deity.
And then I'm investigating other things too.
Some believe she was a construct. That's the word. Construct who achieved consciousness.
We do have a cleric in the party, so it's going to be interesting.
Don't use divine magic in town. People will get pissed.
Who's using divine magic in town?
Audrey, because she's a cleric.
Don't worry, guys. If someone gets hurt, I have risky surgery. And the ability to do alchemy. For reasons.
But yes, I think the history of Rahudum is actually pretty well known because of how prevalent the previous empire was. So to the east, you have basically fantasy Egypt, where they're fucking necromancers and shit.
Oh, word.
And this place was the site of the first human kingdom called the Jitska Imperium. Yeah. And they were well renowned for being artificers and like their magic and crafting and all that sort of stuff. So there's a bunch of artifacts and shit in the deserts here.
Sounds like my character's in the right place.
Yes.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that when you were describing it.
I know my character is going to seem like there's metagaming going on, but there's a few things where it's just part of the character.
Yeah, investigators. They're an easy way for GM to be like, hey, we're kind of railroading a little bit, but here's the fucking information. You share it or not.
Yep. Because I have a feat called That's Odd, where whenever we enter a room, the GM has to tell me something that might be out of place.
The sus
Or
roll.
if there's nothing out of place, he just says so.
Yeah.
So it's going to keep things moving along.
Pretty much. Also, quick thing about the campaign. So I remember how, like, in combat, we would be like, oh well, I'm gonna do this, and then spend 5 minutes talking about it. I'm going to give you like a minute tops. So have your actions and shit ready, so that we can get through combat pretty quickly.
Understood.
So if you're gonna do something stupid, I'm gonna let you fucking do it, but just know what it is beforehand, before it's your turn. And if you're the first one, I'll give you some extra time to kind of figure out what the fuck you want to do.
And I will say, I promise my potions are safe. This is not Kazi.
You guys are not going to be doing some crazy shit because you're all just fucking bumpkins from all over. They're not going to give you the juicy stuff to do.
No, of course not.
So
That's where
you know,
the skills
standard
of
stuff.
like societies and lores come into
Yeah.
play.
Also, I will, like, every character token that I put in, I'm going to have a sheet for. So if you decide to, for example, stab a hobo, there'll be a character sheet for him.
Dude, that hobo might be like a retired gladiator. He might fuck you up.
Pretty much.
I am a fuck, how you pronounce it? Easy word is snake folk. Technically, I'm a Nagaji.
Yeah.
And if you said Denton was a fucking scaly, I'm a scaly too.
Super scaly.
Super scaly.
We got a lot of cold bloods, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, we do have a lot of cold bloods. I didn't
Well,
expect that at all.
I
It's
think it
actually good
fits.
because this is the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, so snake folk, Tassie, I'm a cleric. I am religious, but I'm not spreading my religion. So
Okay. Also, because we are, there will, like, the guild halls will be the Pathfinder Society halls. If you guys find something in the lore that you actually want to do and it's on like a different continent or something, you can ask around in there and they'll have that sort of information. You know what I
They
mean?
may have like a wizard to do portals, or they might be able
Yeah.
to get you a ship or a donkey.
Yeah, they'll have the information. Well, they won't be able to get you that, depending on the
They
place.
might be
like-
able to help with some transportation ideas.
Yeah. If you guys want to hire mercenaries to be like heel bots or something, that's a possibility at the halls, especially in the more rich areas. But if
I
there's
will use
something,
my high charisma to make an army of murder hobos.
yes, you can. Also, the travel, I'm going to do like, okay, you're going X amount of distance. It's going to be like 2 turns of rolls to see if anything happens along the way. Like if you guys get ambushed or some shit. You know what I mean? On top of that,
If we get mugged in the bad part of town.
yes. If you're being flashy in a fucking slum, you may have fucking criminals try and rob you. So
Got it.
Nobody sounds too excited about that. So what you're saying is I could go to the
Is
bad
it-
part of town and conduct risky surgery to acquire kidneys and stuff like that to sell on the black market.
Is it
Yes.
wrong to buy black market kidneys and eat them?
no, as long as you're not doing it in front of the guards of the city. Like if there's an enforcer or some shit for some criminal gang, they don't give a fuck. Do what you want as long as you pay them. So I'm gonna attempt to keep it at that like level of detail. If it ends up too slow or you guys just don't give a shit, I can start pulling that out.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the overview for the campaign so far.
Cool. And we're starting in here.
Sorry?
We're starting up here on the right, the top right.
Yeah.
Cool.
where this librarian person is.
Okay. So
This is-
like we've all just happened to have ran into each other in the library, or do you have an integration?
No,
story?
this is the Pathfinder Society Hall. You guys are looking for work, effectively.
Okay. Okay.
Looking for work, looking for adventure, looking for something.
Blackjack and hookers.
Yes. To which point they'll probably point over this way into the more slums.
Yeah, somebody's gonna come out with a disease.
Yes. Unless you pay.
You'll pay. You'll pay now. You'll pay now.
But yeah. That's pretty much all I got. If you guys got any questions, go ahead.
So, yay or nay, we're gonna transfer our character sheets into the pop out Roll20 character sheets.
I was everyone had sent me PDFs and I was building the character sheets.
All right, and then internet. Okay,
Yeah, and then fucking all got deleted. It's great.
good.
Yeah, somebody's clearly running from something, and there's just this investigator around that's
This is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
Literally just a little.
like, I'm
straw
not saying
puppet.
what I'm investigating because I gotta leave that open for the moment, but there's things.
Yep, shit.
with fabric.
You can be hired for certain things, so
Kajay Nikolai is definitely not running from anything or any specific organization.
Definitely
in-
not. This is definitely my real name.
Definitely was definitely not an artist in a prominent city before.
and definitely does not owe anything to people from the cold north.
Friendly cold northerners.
The Cold Northerners are his best friends.
Cold northern friend.
I don't know what you're talking about.
One nice.
She cut out on that last bit.
1x bet. Very nice.
Audrey, you're our only female character.
how do you know? Have you asked how the other characters identify?
I just
No,
I
we
just
don't do
looked.
that shit in this house.
I'm a frog.
Well,
And she's hot.
you are in a place of atheists, so
Oh no.
You are in Slumlord Reddit, so
No. Wait,
Lord.
that means damn it, if I wasn't a cleric and I wasn't neutral good, I could use that to my advantage to make money.
yes.
I could have my own sips.
Yes.
this is like Bard Paradise where you sit there and get a posse to follow you around. I thought about doing Bard, but
No, that
I-
means
I
I'm gonna
figured
have
this
to
would-
have spatial awareness in it and make sure no one's following me to. Oh,
I can't be
Yes.
harmed by like
so
normal.
do you wear
human
any
ailments.
religious symbols or anything like that on your character?
I do not.
Are you trained at all in society or have any lore on this area potentially?
I am trained in society and religion
Okay.
and occultism, and other stuff.
Is it really good society or is it kind of bad? Because you may have to.
I mean, I've got a +5 to society just as a level 1.
Well,
So I think
hopefully
that's
you'll
pretty
realize
decent.
that you should hide some of your stuff here. Or
Well-
is your deity going to force you to just actually would religion
Well,
come
so-
before hiding? Would
Hey,
hiding
great
it be
news.
kind of an anathema?
I'm trained in thievery. This is going to be perfect.
Well, so far I don't
Okay,
have
Bix.
to have anything besides a neutral good as an oracle. So, I technically am an oracle, not a cleric now. as an
Okay, so you're
oracle.
not a cleric. Oracle would be
You're an oracle. Oh, so if a situation shows up that you normally would have to help, you have to help.
yeah.
Yes.
You don't have an option.
Oh,
So you will have to use divine magic and everything like that if it's a
Uh-huh.
situation for it.
And
Like
there
a
are
sick
slums
dying hobo.
and there are slums everywhere in this fucking city.
word.
Otherwise, if you don't do it, then you lose like your powers and shit like that. You become just a normal, casual person.
Snake.
Also, a little bit of getting ahead, depending on your conversations in the Pathfinder Society. Like, if you introduce yourself, "Oh, I'm an oracle," they're gonna be like, "Okay, first and foremost, you have to know the laws of this city or this kingdom." So, and then yada yada from there on.
Which I
Basic-
should automatically know, but
Well, not necessarily. It depends. Depends on how you're doing your character. Like you could have just wandered in, tracking some rumor. For example, if you're an investigator, you don't know shit about the place.
Shitty investigator. Go over there in that neighborhood. Who lives there? I don't know.
You gotta investigate and find out.
So luckily, as an oracle, I don't worship a single divine being. So technically, I'm not overly religious.
As an oracle, that's even worse, Audrey.
Well, no, I'm literally as one of my features. An oracle wields divine power, but not from a single divine being.
Yes, that means you follow a certain it's not like a code or something. It's a fucking like aspect, like life or good or something like that.
There's only two. Well, no, there's more, but my aspect is life.
Yeah. So if you see a hobo dying, you're gonna have to go up and be like, "Hey, I can heal you," and then you heal them using divine magic. And if someone sees that,
You're
problem.
gonna get female
Might
snake
actually turn
Jesus.
you in.
Seriously.
The hobo himself might actually turn you in, Audrey.
The Pharisees are gonna come and pick you up.
Here, I have a cantrip. Is stabilize divine.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't have the divine trait to it.
No.
So I can't just stabilize and walk away.
Yes.
That's helping, and that's a cantrip for myself. So I've got to work around.
Yeah, the place is not anti-magic. It's just anti-fucking religion. There is a reason I called it Murder Hobos Incorporated, because I'm 100% expecting that from you guys.
I just want to cure the curse on my character.
I'm just a little good guy.
It's okay, I'm gonna use thievery on the children.
I'm a
What?
good little happy papa.
Thievery on the children, it's okay.
No,
You're-
I'm
you're
supposed to
kid-
make children happy.
Yeah, you're kidnapping the children.
No. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to use this inversion table because my fucking back is killing me. And talk to y'all later.
Okay.
Later.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Later.
Guys.
Peace out, all.